My entire life has to fit inside of these two suitcases, and I have no idea how I'm going to do that, but let's get started. For a bit of context, and for those of you who don't follow me on Instagram, I decided to take a very big leap and move to the UK to start a whole new life. And as scary as that may sound, it was also an exciting challenge. Obviously, part of that process meant going through things like my old paintings and figuring out which ones I get to keep and which ones had to go. And that was a very, very difficult decision. I don't think anything made me as emotional as this moment where I was writing Anesa's stuff on the side of a box because I needed to figure out what exactly I was going to put in this box, because obviously I couldn't keep everything, I couldn't take everything, so I had to be very strategic, very critical and serious about the things that I was holding on to. And it wouldn't be a therapeutic process unless there's a cat sitting there monitoring me. The few weeks leading up to the big move, I spent it with friends and family and people who were the closest to me, because I felt like that was the most important thing that I could do aside from packing my entire life and getting ready to move to a whole different continent. So flight day was a quick stop in Trinidad for some doubles, visit some family, and then back on a plane for about 8 hours. And we landed at 5 in the morning, August 21st. It was freezing, but of course this coming from a girlie who has lived in the Caribbean her entire life. It took about a few days for me to sleep off the jet lag and get my body into some kind of rhythm and routine, because I'm a creature of habit. I need lists and to-dos and plan of action, or I walk aimlessly around like a zombie. As soon as I felt a bit more like myself, I started unpacking, putting things away as best as I could, even though I had no organizers or storage bins or anything that Amy Santiago type people would deem necessary to feel organized. For the first 2 weeks, while my entire family was still together, we did quite a bit of shopping, getting things ready for the house, getting the appropriate clothing for this ice box I just entered. But it was also a really great opportunity to just explore the neighborhood, visit some family nearby, drive into the city. And fun fact, it was actually my first time driving in the UK, and that I was just on edge. Not to mention, it was absolutely crucial that we pet all of the cats and dogs we met on the way. By the third week, I was pretty much into a normal sleep pattern, but still not into a routine yet. I was still having breakfast at strange time, lunch at almost 3 p.m. and dinner before bed when it was still bright at 8 p.m. I'm still trying to soak up as much sun as I can and going out for walks in the neighborhood, enjoying the fact that strawberries were £1, so I was putting that in everything. We have yet to get ourselves back into a routine that involves work, laundry, chores, meal prep, but I've given myself this first month just to get my head on right. I'll definitely keep you guys posted on how that goes, so stick around if you want to see what happens next. Thank you so much for spending time with me. I appreciate you, and I will catch you in the next video. Take care.